Hi there, and welcome to this week's edition of Top End Track Talk. I'm Andrew O'Toole, and today we'll be having a look at this Saturday's upcoming fixture here at Fanny Bay, which will be the 23rd of February. With the Feature St Pat's Cup meeting only 3 weeks away now, there are some 6 races programmed this weekend, and although there are a number of smaller cards on the day, it is still a competitive program with some promising horses going around. Fanny Bay Racecourse will also be the site of Chinese New Year celebrations this weekend, so don't miss the action in the pavilion from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. on both Saturday and Sunday. Entry to the pavilion is free, and there'll be plenty to see, do and eat. A total of 46 horses have accepted for Saturday's fixture, and if you can't get to the track, you can watch all the action on Sky 2, the Blue Channel. The first race gets underway at 1:54 p.m. NT time, and somewhat unusually, it is a 1600 metre event to kick off the day. In the first, the Ladbrokes handicap, my numbers are 1, 3, 2 and 5. I'm going here with the impressive last start winner making the grade from the Gary Clark stable. Kim Gladwin goes on this time. Paul Denton rode the horse at the last start. That was on the 13th of February. He was impressive winning over this trip of 1600, and Gary's backing him up 10 days later, so that tells me he's come through that run in good order. The winner of this event is incidentally ballot free, or ballot exempt rather, from the St Pat's Cup in 3 weeks' time. So I can see there's 7 horses in this event, including making the grade, trying their absolute best to pick up that ballot exemption. One on top for me ahead of number 3, Grand Teton, getting out to more of a trip that will suit him. Of course, the winner of the Catherine Cup over 1700 metres back in August. Raymond Viger for Gary Lafoe. In for third, number 2, Marble Duke. He's a little bit unknown at this trip, Marble Duke. He's had 4 starts at the mile and yet to bank a check. Paul Denton takes the mount here for Gary Clark. And in for fourth, number 5, Lindwall. 1, 3, 2 and 5 in the first. The second's the Gardens Park Golf Links handicap. It's for the 0 to 70 gallopers, and it's over the 1,000 metres, and just a field of 5 here to face the starter. My numbers 1, 2, 4 and 3. Going here with the last start winner, Culzine, for Kim Gladwin and Gary Lafoe Jr. That was only 10 days ago on the 13th of February. The only question mark for me is that was 1100. He's back 100 metres to the 1,000 metres here. Whether that's enough to stop him remains to be seen, but he's certainly going to be hard to beat. Number 1 on top for me, to beat the obvious danger, number 2, Divine Red from the Clark stable. Carl Spry's been riding this horse lately. He put 2 wins back-to-back just recently. His last start was third. That was behind the Wild Side, over 1,100 metres. The 1,000 metres shouldn't worry him, and I can see him being the hardest for Culzine to beat. In for third, number 4, Jolly Boy, consistent type, Ray Viger for Chris Pollard. And in for fourth, number 3, Delta Dior, to be ridden by the visiting Victorian-based apprentice, Jesse Philpott. 1, 2, 4 and 3 in the second. The third's the Science City handicap. It's also over 1,000 metres, this one for the 0 to 58 gallopers. I'm going here with 4, 3, 5 and 2. Number 4 for me, the consistent Flinders Beach. Jared Todd takes the mount in the absence of Barry Hupperts. Barry was struck in the eye here at the last meeting, and he's unfortunately had to stand down for this meeting. Hopefully he'll be back at our next meeting in early March. Jared goes on for Cherie Lawler. This horse has finished twice second and once third from his last 3 and gets a good opportunity to break through here. Number 4 on top for me, ahead of number 3, the fresh runner Rockatomic. Kim Gladwin for Gary Lafoe Jr. Hasn't raced since the 27th of October when he finished 4th. He was a winner the start before. I can see him going a good race fresh up. In for third, number 5, Puzzled Princess, another capable galloper from the very much informed Tayan Halter stable. Ray Viger in the saddle. And in for fourth, number 2, Tregoric. 4, 3, 5 and 2, my numbers in the third. The fourth's the Cancer Council NT handicap. It's the benchmark event. It's actually a benchmark 69. It's over the 1,300 metres, and a pretty good little lineup here of some handy sprinting types. My numbers here, 5, 1, 3 and 6. And I really like number 5 here on top, Needy Rocket. Trained by David Bates and Paul Denton in the saddle, was a very good run last time out for third. That was behind Culzine over the 1,100 metres just about 10 days ago. The step to the 1,300 is the key for this grey galloper, son of Murta Jill, and I think he'll be winning. Number 5 on top for me, Needy Rocket. Ahead of number 1, Backslap. Another last start winner from the Halter stable. Ray Viger stays aboard and racing consistently. Backslap was a good performance over the 1,300 last time, so he'll be there or thereabouts. In for third, number 3, Commissar. Capable galloper, trained by Phil Cole, Jared Todd aboard. Resumed with a very good second last time out. That was on the 12th of January behind stablemate The Wildside, and the horse has trialled since that run, so he should be fit and ready. And in for fourth, number 6, Sprinting to Win. Visiting Victorian Stan Sakos takes the mount here, and this horse didn't get all favours last time, so I can see him being right in the party as well. 5, 1, 3 and 6 in the fourth. We move to the fifth on this bumper card of racing, the Asian United Food Service Trobus Maiden. It's over the 1,200 metres for the non-winners, the maiden gallopers. Numbers here 4, 8, 3 and 9. Going with number 4, Awesome Mo from the Carl Spry stable. Carl trains and rides this one. It's only had the one start in Darwin, that was on Australia Day, and finished fourth on that occasion. That was in the race where Liberty's Torch went bush before the corner, and this horse lost considerable ground, but did hit the line strongly on that occasion, finishing fourth in the hands of Dan Morgan behind Tiger Trap. With even luck in running, I can see Awesome Mo being very hard to beat. Number 4 on top for me, ahead of number 8, Joker Poker. Never goes a bad race, this mare. She's still a maiden, as are all these, of course. Ray Viger for Chris Pollard. In for third, number 3, Patriot Day, a newcomer to the Gary Clark stable. Had a trial just a few days ago, in fact, only about a week ago. Trialled nicely on that occasion. First start on the track, probably the only question mark. It's drawn out a little bit, but probably won't matter first start. Kim Gladwin aboard for Gary Clark, and in for fourth, number 9, and that's Quicker Than Slick. 4, 8, 3 and 9 in a capacity field to the maiden. And our last race is the 10 Darwin Handicap, also over the 1,200 metres. It's a benchmark 54 and a field of 9 to face the starter here. Numbers 1, 2, 3 and 5 for me. Number 1, Hatton Man. He's doing everything right for Tayan Holter. She could be in for another half-decent day, Tatey. Raymond Viger aboard. Last start winner here on the 2nd of Feb. Beating Flinders Beach. Flinders Beach, who I think is hard to beat earlier in the day, then Hatton Man must be a big chance in the last. One on top for me, ahead of 2, Mason County. Never goes a bad race for the Jason Manning, Vanessa Arnott combination. In for third, number 3, Bonaire. Fresh up for Carl Spry. It did have a trial the other day, so should be pretty ready to put its best foot forward here. And in for fourth, number 5, the last start winner, Black Haze. 1, 2, 3 and 5 in the last. My best bet in Darwin this Saturday, and I'm keen on this horse. Race 4, number 5, Needy Rocket. Race 4, number 5, Needy Rocket, over the 1,300 metres. David Bates, the master trainer, and Paul Denton in the saddle. My best roughie comes up in the third, and it's number 7, the maiden Panda's Choice. Panda's Choice, number 7, trained by Chris Pollard. Liked the way it finished on the other day, and even though out of its grade, I think it's certainly a chance to run in the money. Well, that wraps up this edition of Top End Track Talk, but we'll be back again in advance of our next meeting, which is in about 10 days' time, and that's the 6th of March. It's a Wednesday fixture. In the meantime, good luck and good punting.